Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by Gayan Buddhika. Today we are going to do something very different. Now in the last few videos we talked about things related to politics, and before that I brought some English lessons, IELTS lessons, sentence patterns, idioms, etc. In the last few videos I talked about certain things related to politics, but today I thought of doing something different. Actually, about 2 3 days ago, I went to watch a movie. I'm in the habit of watching movies. I'm in the habit of going for movies with my family, with my wife, and with my child. As a habit, so about few days ago, I went to watch a movie. That movie is none other than Nelum Kuluna. These days that movie is running in theaters, breaking all income records, right? So I thought of talking about talking about this movie. It's worth talking, right? We must talk about it. If I don't talk about that way, if I don't do a review video about it, I think we are doing something bad. So I think we are doing something fair by talking about it. That's why I thought of doing a review video about the movie Nelum Kuluna. Before talking about Nelum Kuluna, I would like to talk about the other movies that came in the last few months and last few years. Some movies were in the category of love affairs, love stories. Some movies were in the category of action movies, and most of the movies were in the category of historical stories. Most of the films were based on historical incidents like kings, queens, Lord Buddha, his life, like that. Okay, so one common feature that I saw in those movies were they were in the same box, they were in the same category. Right? For example, if we take a love story, uh, there's a boy who is a lover, a girl is there, right? A villain is there, or an enemy, a joker is there, right? Like that. The movie is based on the same incident. Most of the teledramas and movies were very identical. We couldn't see any difference in them. I won't say they were not creative. They were creative, but they were in the same box. Those creators failed to give something different, something interesting to people, to spectators. So if we take action movies, most of the action movies were not relevant to our country. We are a third world country, third world bankrupt country. So for example, if I talk about a movie, I won't say its name. So in those movies, uh, there's a billionaire family. So a girl, they have a daughter, the billionaire's daughter, right? She's spending a very luxurious life with BMW, Benz cars, uh, with superb apartments, and she has a gang of friends, right? They are also from billionaire families. A boy is there, right? So this girl has 5 6 bodyguards wearing black kits and wearing sunglasses, like that. Okay, a villain is there, right? They have during the film a lot of arguments, fights, right? A lot of commotions are there. So those kind of films are not relevant to our country, not suitable to our country, right? Most of those films are not suitable to down to earth people. Always as human beings we should be down to earth. We should know that we are living on this land. We are not living in the heaven. But most of those characters, or the actors or actresses, those are acting in those films, they behave as if they live in the heaven, not on the land. So they are not very realistic. Okay, so when talking about this movie Nelum Kuluna, okay, it's a completely different kind of film. So for example, before going to watch the movie, I didn't even know that it's an 18 plus movie. I came to know that it's an 18 plus movie after going to the theater at the ticket counter. But it was not an issue. We could enter. We went with our baby. Now since he is just 2.5 years old, we were allowed to enter, right? And the other thing was, before going to watch the movie, I had a picture about him because its name is Nelum Kuluna, Lotus Tower. Lotus Tower in Colombo. So I thought like this must be a story like there's a family. They go on family in a rural village. They come to Colombo specially to visit Nelum Kuluna or Lotus Tower, and they have to face certain problems or certain incidents when walking in the tower. So I thought like this movie must be born in such a story. But when after sitting in the theater, when I was watching the movie, I had a different picture. That picture was I understood. I realized that that picture is completely wrong. This is a completely different kind of a film. Okay. Now we'll come to the film. I'm in this video, I'm not going to talk about everything about the movie. I will take some highlights, some important points and highlights of the movie, because if I talk the whole entire story, on one hand, this video will be longer one, so you won't be able to watch it. Okay, and the other hand, we are doing an injustice. We are doing an unfair thing to the movie. We are doing an unfair thing to the spectators, those who are about to watch it. Therefore, I will take some important facts. Now, in this movie, there's a very old house, old type house, two-story old type house with an old type car, very old car, right? Elder son is there. The father who is about 70 or 75 years old person is there. Now the son is about to leave home to go to work in the morning. The father was lying on the armchair. The TV is working, but the channel is not clear. TV is working. Father was lying in the armchair. The son now the son is about to leave home with his bag, with his briefcase. When he was about to leave home, he talked to his father. He talked to his father something related to the car, right? Because they were about to sell the car, so he was talking about the car. But father was not replying. Father was not responding. He was just lying on the armchair, right? So the son thought father was sleeping. He kept talking, but father didn't reply. Then he went near father. He touched his body. Then he realized that father is gone. Father is dead. The special thing, the funny and the special thing is that when father was dead, but his penis, okay, his penis was erected. It was very strong and it was erected. Now there's a problem. Now he calls his younger brother, who is kind of a drunkard, and younger brother comes. Two of them take father to the bed, to the room, and they keep him on the bed, right, on his back. Now father is dead, but the penis is erected like this. Now they do various things. They bring a pole and try to bring it to normalcy. They do various things to bring it to normalcy, but they failed. Okay. Then they call their wives. Wives come with their children, their mother, that dead person's wife, their mother comes. Okay. Now the whole family is standing around the bed, weeping, and on the other hand, they have a big problem, unsolvable problem. They have no option. They don't know what to do. Right? They kept trying various things but failed. Right? Now they cannot inform their relations and neighbors, because father's penis is erected, very strong and erected. Okay, if the relations and neighbors come and gather, they will see. If they say, they will be embarrassed, right? Therefore they are helpless, they have no option. Then ultimately they try to take him to a doctor, to a medical doctor, private dispensary. They do various things, but doctor also failed. Doctor tells him, okay, you may take his body home back. I will come there and we will have to cut it off. Okay, so this is the incident. So the whole story, the entire story is woven around father's death and his penis. We know that in other stereotype movies, Sri Lankan movies, like I said earlier, a villain is there, a couple is there, right? They love, the villain comes between them. There are a lot of fights like that. Or in ancient stories, it can, whether it be King Dutugamunu, whether it be about King Saddhatis or Lord Buddha story, the same story, the same historical story is taken and a film has been made. There is no any difference, no any new creation. But in this movie, when I was watching this movie, the first impression which came to my mind is, this is very identical to Malayalam, Indian Malayalam or Tamil movies. More than Bollywood Hindi movies, Malayalam, especially Malayalam movies, are very advanced, very creative, and they are very advanced. Okay, the creators have taken the creators were very meticulous when creating those movies. So this movie is also very similar to, very identical to Malayalam movie, because very creative, very beautiful story is woven around one place. Now everything is happening inside the house, right? They go outside the house when they were taking the father to doctor and to hospital. And other than that, the entire story, entire film has been shot in one place, in that house. But the film runs for 2 hours. 2 hours full of funny. It's not a comedy movie. It's not a typical Sri Lankan comedy movie. But from the beginning to the end, we burst out laughing, right? There were a lot of fun and frolic. You can laugh to your heart's content. I laughed to my heart's content. but it's not a comedy movie. It's based on a real life story, real life incident. That's the best thing about this movie. And when I was watching this movie, I uh, I recalled another Indian movie called Trapped. That movie's name is Trapped. I can't remember the main actor's name. That in that movie also, that boy or that young man, he's stuck in the movie. He's trapped in a room, in a incompleted building, by about 10, 15 two-story building. He's trapped in a room. So he tries various things to come out of the room, right? So the entire film is one around the things he was doing to come out of the room, right? He was on the verge of dying. Ultimately, he was rescued by police. However, for about 2.5 or 3 hours, the entire story is woven around the things, or the plan, or the adventurous things he was trying to do to come out of the room. This movie is also very same. It is also uh, shot in one place, based in one place. What a very interesting movie. It's worth watching. Like I said earlier, this is not a comedy movie, but throughout the entire movie, a lot of fun is there. You can laugh, right? And the other sad thing is this film has been named as an 18 plus movie. That means those who are below 18 cannot watch. But I think the reason maybe there are some filthy words. They are not filthy words. Those words are also very related to the movie, and I think that's why. And the other thing is, it's worn around that old man's penis, erected penis. Therefore the censor board must have thought that this may not be suitable to children. But I think there is nothing wrong in making it an open movie to everyone, because young children these days know everything. They know things than us. Okay, they have smartphones. They can Google search on Google, and they can watch porn sites. They can watch whatever porn they want. Therefore, they know what penis is, right? What an sexual intercourse is. They know everything. They know things more than us. Therefore, I don't think that there is nothing wrong in making it an open movie. However, it has been named as an 18 plus movie. Therefore, only those who are over 18, above 18, can watch it. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, you can laugh. You can burst out laugh throughout the movie, but it's not a comedy movie. At the end of the movie, okay, at the end of the movie, when father's body is buried at the cremation ground, at the cemetery, the film creator brings us to real life, right? But now you don't know what the reason behind father's death. You know that the father died, that old man died, right? He has died by drinking overdose of Viagra pills. Okay, and he has a mistress. His wife was out when his wife was away from the house. Another lady. She was a mistress. She used to come to that house frequently. So she had an illegal extramarital affair with her. So the previous night, I think he was watching a porn video of Sunny Leon. This video had been given to him by two of his neighboring friends. Two of them are also old people. When they were jogging in the morning, one of his friends had given him a porn DVD of Sunny Leon. So that old man was watching it at night, and before watching it, he had taken I think 2 or 3 pills of Viagra pills. Those had been taken by his elder son's wife for him, but his elder son didn't drink them. Instead, he had kept them in father's room. So father had taken high dose of Viagra pills and started to watch the movie. While watching the movie, he had taken a call to his mistress, and there also he had a very sensual discussion with her. However, by morning, he died. So because of the movie he was watching, his penis was erected. Then he died. Now the children had to face a lot of problems when taking his body. What to do? How could we proceed with the funeral? Now his penis is erected. They have to either cut it off or do something else. However, they managed to. They failed. They couldn't bring the penis to normalcy. However, they buried his father. The funeral was taken. The funeral was also a very funny incident. A lot of funny things happened. So I suggest you to watch it. After once father's dead body is buried, uh, his children, his elder son blames to himself, my father died because of me. Younger son also blamed to himself, my father died because of me. And that mistress, the woman with whom he had an extramarital affair, she also blamed to herself, he died because of me, like that. So that incident brings us from fun to real life, right? That incident brings the spectator from fun to real life. So that's why I said this is a very excellent creation, super marvelous creation. It's worth watching. So I won't talk further about the movie, because if I talk further I would be damaging the movie, and I would be doing something unfair to the people, spectators who are about to watch it. Therefore, this is a worth watching movie. Don't miss this opportunity. Very valuable movie. I think this kind of film hasn't come in the last 2-3 decades. We have watched a lot of movies, they were in the similar type, right? They were in the same books, but this creator, the creator of this movie, has thought out of the box, and he has given his best in creating a super movie. It's very successful now already. It has I think it has set a lot of income records, and I think it will break all the income records in the near future. Therefore, once again, before ending the video, I suggest you and I invite you, don't miss watch this movie called Nelumura, because it's worth watching. Thank you.